Morning, team. Welcome to Thursday Thoughts. Today, I want to talk about the importance of fueling your body well. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been feeling really quite fatigued and run down, and to the point where I felt my body needed significant rest, and I needed to take, a number of days off at the gym, which is unusual for me. I'm pretty persistent and consistent with my gym attendance. But I was feeling so run down that I needed to take some days off, and I couldn't figure out what was going on for me until all of a sudden it dawned on me last week that I had let my nutrition slide. So I personally enjoy eating a vegetarian type of diet. It's not that I don't like to eat meat. I do eat meat at different times, but I don't enjoy preparing meat to eat, and I don't enjoy reheating it. And I do meal prep most of my meals for the week because that's how I need to work in order to make it smooth and accessible. So I realized that I had slipped back into this habit of eating primarily carbs and fats and sugars, and I was not really eating any proteins in my diet again, which has happened to me before. And I have to work really hard to make sure that I do get enough energy and fuel into my diet to support the lifestyle I live in terms of my gym work and, the busyness of what we do. So I just wanted to bring up today as a part of Thursday Thoughts around how important it is to make sure that you are fueling your body well. You might not know what that means for you, and that's okay because not everybody does. It's not a common discussion that we have unless you are somebody who's working through a sport or something competitive and doing it quite regularly. It's not a typical conversation. We have lots of conversations about diets for weight loss. And I think that still serves a place. I obviously use different diets for weight loss as well, but I learned a lot along the way about being in a deficit and losing weight and eating less calories than I need doesn't mean I also give up having the foods that fuel my body well. And it doesn't mean that I eat so little food that I'm constantly starving or constantly hungry, because in turn that makes me feel constantly tired and it doesn't give me the energy that I need to actually live my life well. So if you're somebody who's working on a goal around endurance or strength building or weight loss or fitness, if you're somebody who's I shouldn't say that, if you're somebody who's working through starting to move for the first time in your life, if you're somebody who's not giving movement any thought yet, but you're still consuming foods that you've always consumed, even though you may have moved more when you were younger, it's definitely food for thought, quite literally, because if you're putting into your body a certain amount of fuel that you're not using, that's going to lead to weight gain. And if you're putting into your body not enough fuel and then you're expending more than you give yourself, you're going to be tired and fatigued, and you're not going to be able to sustain that level of busyness in your life. So if you're interested in learning a little bit about how to fuel your body and a little bit about how to make sure that you're getting the nutrients and the fuel that you need, then it is a worthwhile conversation to have with professionals in the field. Dr. Google isn't always the most reliable source for finding quality information. You can find some good information on the government websites though around food intake and what you should and shouldn't be having on a daily basis. But definitely give it some thought, because I saw the impacts of that this last couple of weeks of not fueling my body the way I need to fuel it, and I'll be conscious of that now for the next couple of weeks to get myself back on track so that I do have the energy and the fuel that I need to sustain the lifestyle I love living. That's my Thursday thought. All right, talk to you next week. Bye.